clip that you just saw is a clip of a new mega tech, I guess, called the Krokoloko loop. Krokoloko loop is what happens when you Z-drop insta-catch over and over again inside your opponent while sandwiching them between the metal blade and yourself. So, how do you do this?
First things first, this guide's gonna be how to do the Krokoloko loop. What the Krokoloko loop is, essentially you Z-drop and re-catch over and over again into your opponent. So Z-drop, Mega Man, when he's holding the metal blade like this, he can Z-drop it. That's really all it is. You can actually Z-drop it and then re-catch like that. So if you drop it, you can catch again in the air with Z. Best way to show this is generally like, if you want to get metal blade in the air, you can re-catch like that. That one air dodged. But point is, if I have a metal blade, right, and I want to catch it in the air, I can just catch it by doing Z. I don't have to by pressing Z or pressing grab. Basically, as long as your metal blade is within a certain range of Mega Man, he can catch it using the grab button. Like this. Like this. There we go. He can also drop it using the same button while he's holding it. So, I'll drop it, and it will just drop. Drop! Yay. So, how can we abuse this? Knowing that grab is a macro of shield plus attack, if I hold grab, it's essentially the same as holding shield. So now notice that I'm holding grab right now, my shield is up, and I can do shield things. It's really cool. So, what does that mean? Attack comes out on the first frame, but shield is held, which means that if I hold grab, I can Z-drop something, but then if I press attack again, that's another grab. So I can Z-drop and then instantly catch by pressing A. This will not do nothing, however. This will actually trigger I believe this will trigger the aerial. Yep. So my bandage is getting in the way of me doing things. But if I hold Z and then I press A, what will come out is a zack. So now I'm just zacking metal blade. With Z, zack is ZAC, stands for Z-drop aerial catch. And notice if I hold grab and press A, while holding the metal blade, I will do a Z-drop, then I will catch it with an aerial. What happens if you don't have metal blade in hand? What if it's here on the ground? Well, if I do Z, not like that. If I do grab and press A, if I hold grab and then I press A while I'm still holding grab, that first grab input will catch the metal blade. Like I said, it won't do anything except grab it. But then, what happens is I do another grab input. But because I just caught the metal blade, that grab input is going to Z-drop. So, I get an instant Z-drop. So that's instant Z-drop. That's the one trick to making this whole thing work. Now, actual Krokoloko loops, this all started from a Twitter post from, dang it, what's his name? I think his name is Atsubo, the Mega Man. Atsubo, what he did was against a Bowser on Battlefield, and he did that essentially. Which is, he just Z-dropped into Bowser, did 5 Krokoloko loops, and then confirmed it into an up tilt. So reverse engineering that, this is what I found. Okay? So, first things first, you have to know that Metal Blade is bi-directional. It is like this circle thing, right? The circle has 2 halves. I can stand on this. If I get hit by the right half, I will get sent this way. But if I get hit by the other side, I will get sent the other way. Okay? This is important to know, because if I hit Ganondorf on his left side with the Metal Blade, he gets sent to the right. But if I cross up slightly and hit him on the left, now he gets sent forward. This is really important to know, because In order for this to work, Ganondorf has to be sent into Mega Man. So the way that this entire loop works is you're essentially sandwiching the opponent between the Metal Blade and Mega Man. Mega Man continues to push him into the Metal Blade, and at the same time, the opponent gets hit by the Metal Blade and pushes Mega Man away from it. This makes for a really interesting sort of dynamic because you have to be able to manage your space really effectively and do it really fast so you don't get pushed away. As soon as you get pushed away, that's when the loop stops. And you will do an air dodge or an attack or something like that. You'll do like an aerial. It's really difficult to get the spacing down, so I find that generally tall, heavy characters that are thin as well, like vertically thin but also very tall, those characters work the best for training. And Ganondorf actually just so happens to fit the bill. Because his hitbox is so narrow, his hurtbox is very narrow, so he doesn't really push away Mega Man all that much. So it makes actually for pretty good practice, and it's a lot easier to do on Ganondorf than it is to do it on, say, Bowser. Because Bowser has a really big, fat, round hurtbox, he kind of pushes Mega Man away quite a lot. It's hard to do on Bowser, but it's a lot easier to do on someone like Ganondorf. So the whole way this works, first things first, let's go into frame perfect mode. So the way that we want to do Krokoloko loops is we'll short hop up to Ganondorf height, we'll Z drop on his right side, make sure it hits his right side, so that he gets sent left. I think that's his right side. We'll just buffer the short hop, grab, oh, okay, so that's a good example of what can happen if you fail. If you get pushed too far, what'll happen is you won't be able to grab the Metal Blade again, and instead you'll just air dodge because you were doing a grab input. So I think that's good to know.
In the end, I wasn't
So
actually
to start
able
off,
to
let's
get
get
the
an item Metal
demonstration
Blade
to
in
work,
hand, and
but
then we'll
let's
short
just
hop
go
up to
through
Ganondorf's
this
head
clip
height.
slowly so that we can see how the whole process works. Now that we're at Ganondorf's head height, we have to Z-drop to start the combo. When we land, we buffer a short hop. Now, we have to Z-catch and then press A to instant Z-drop. At the peak of the short hop, we input a fast fall. Now we jump, instant Z-drop, fast fall, repeat, 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 up tilt. Here's the clip again played at full speed. Notice how each step comes immediately, one after the other, without any pause in between. Another method that can be used to start Kroko loops is with generated Metal Blade down diagonal, and this can combo into IRAR Z-drop, which can then, if spaced correctly, it's a very tight spacing by the way, but if spaced correctly, it can combo into Krokoloko loop. So that's it for the guide. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you have any questions, please do comment down below. Do subscribe because I need friends, please. And yeah, like the video and comment and do all the stuff. And reach out if you have any questions. Krokoloko loop is extremely, well, it's not extremely broken because it's so hard, but it's actually going to be pretty useful, I see. So hopefully people will use this technique a little bit more. And shoutouts to Krokoloko, by the way.